Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily 5 Minutes of Wisdom. My name is Jonathan Bradshaw. We're going to continue reading through Proverbs chapter 25. We're going to read verse 15. By long forbearing is a prince persuaded, and a soft tongue breaks the bone. I'm going to talk to you about something that is very challenging, something that is counterculture, and something that can be triggering. But it's important because this is the Lord's heart. When God created the woman, he pulled her out of the man, and he pulled her from the side, the rib, not the feet and not the head. She is equal to the man. He didn't pull her out of the feet so that the man can walk all over her and treat her like worthlessness. God didn't pull her out of his head to rule over the man. He pulled her out of the rib so that they are equal in the kingdom. They are a team yoked together for the work and purpose of the Lord. When Jesus talked about marriage, he said, when a man be joined together with his wife, the two will be one flesh. The word joined there means yoke. And it's like when you yoke two oxen together. They are strong and they plow and work together as one. And guess what? They are side by side, yoked together, working as one, as equals. This is what God designed for marriage. But there's a chain of command. And this is really important. There's an order to how things work in harmony and unity. In Genesis, when the curse came, it says something interesting in Genesis chapter 3 that took me a lot of years to understand. When the curse came on Eve, it says, your pain in childbirth will be multiplied. But then it says something really interesting. It says, your desire will be for your husband, but he shall rule over you. The word desire there means to master, to lord, or to rule. Your desire shall be to rule over and lord over and subdue your husband. But your husband is the head of the house. Sin and the curse bring the feeling in women that they need to be strong and independent and rule and trample on men. And this is happening in culture today like crazy. And it's really important to understand God's order and what he designed and how he designed it. Just because you have a leader does not mean you're less than. In the army, a platoon leader leads the platoon. It doesn't mean that he's better than the platoon. He's a part of the platoon. But the platoon needs a man to lead them. Men are created to be leaders. There are women who God raises up to lead, and there are women that lead. And I am not against this by any means, because God does raise up women to lead. It's all over the New Testament, how God empowers women. But men are created specifically to lead. It's inherent in our DNA. The reason I'm getting into all of this is because this proverb, what it talks about here. By long forbearing is a prince persuaded, and a soft tongue breaks the bone. I really want women that hear this to understand this. This can change your life and can change the lives of your family and everybody around you if we can understand this. The husband, the man's heart, is like a fortified city. There are walls up around it. There can be walls up around it. Proverbs likens a man to a fortified city, especially with really masculine men, which is important. But there are toxic masculinity that suppress and hurt women. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a godly masculine man who is meek but also powerful, because meekness is power. If a man has pride and ego, if a man has walls of hurt that is causing pride to protect him, Do you know what the greatest weapon is against the enemy in that man's life? It's his wife. She has the power to speak over him, to pray for him in a way that nobody else can. She has the power to bring transformation to her husband that can change the course of his house, family, community, generations. Women are like ninja assassins for the kingdom of God and have a power that nobody else has. Peter wrote it like this: Women, ornament yourself with a meek and quiet spirit. It is of great price and preciousness to the Lord. Culture, the curse, sin, everything that is warring against you women, the enemy is this: to lord over, to trample on men, to rise above the position that God has called you. This is what the curse brings, and it's wrong and evil. But meekness and a quiet spirit brings peace. It is a weapon against the enemy. You are ninja assassins for the kingdom of God, that you have a power to do what nobody else can do. We need you to step into your femininity and step into this role. It's crucial. This proverb, by long forbearing is a prince persuaded. You are in the position to be a kingmaker. And in the presence of a king, your husband, you have the power to persuade him in a way that nobody else does. If he has walls, if he has pride, if he has problems, you have the ability to lay with him at night and speak comfortably to him, to speak love to him, compassionate, soft, gentle, in a position of peace that can penetrate the hardened heart. It's a weapon. The softness is a weapon. A soft tongue breaks the bone. If he has strongholds and lies and things that God has to work and change in him, he sends in a God-fearing Proverbs 31 woman with a soft tongue full of peace, releasing peace into the atmosphere and releasing stronghold-breaking words into that man's reality that can alter the course of her family, her community, her city. Because wives are kingmakers. Proverbs chapter 12 says, the virtuous woman is a crown to her husband. The woman is the glory of man. She is the crown that's on the man's head. She's the beauty in his life. And your peace is a weapon, because it says the God of peace will crush Satan. Peace is your weapon. Being soft and of a quiet spirit, not challenging, not fighting, not nagging. Proverbs even says it's better to live on the corner of a rooftop than a nagging wife. A meek and quiet spirit that rules her emotions and does not let her emotions rule her is one of the most powerful weapons that you can employ to change the world around you. Women, we need you to step into this role. By long forbearing is a prince persuaded. You have the power to persuade princes and turn them into kings that change nations, cities, communities, and your family for generations to come. A soft tongue breaks the bone. You're powerful. So women, do not succumb to sin knocking at the door. Going back to Genesis 3, your desire will be to rule over your husband. The same word is used for Cain. Sin desires you, but you must master it. Sin wants to rule Cain, but God said, Cain, you must master sin. You must master yourself. It's the same word. The desire to be independent and rule and diminish men is demonic and of the curse. If you learn to be soft and step into womanhood, the Proverbs 31 woman that God has called you to, you can change the world. I hope this challenges you. I hope you've learned something. If it triggers you, or if you want to talk more, I encourage you to reach out and let's get into it. I'll see you in the next one.